let's just get right into it. Tough love style. Have you ever spent, I don't know, hours just mindlessly scrolling through TikTok, looking at other people's lives, and then you put the phone down and wonder, why do I feel so empty? Yeah, you're not alone. But let's be real for a second. This isn't just about feeling a little bummed out. It's way deeper than that.
So there's this social psychologist, Jonathan Haidt, and in his book, The Anxious Generation, he argues that our whole society has made this massive shift. We went from what he calls a play-based childhood, skinned knees, building forts, actual risk, to a phone-based childhood, which is all virtual. And the data is staggering. He shows that anxiety and depression rates for teens just exploded right around 2012. And what else happened in 2012? Yep, that's when smartphones became a thing for pretty much everyone.
And this is the part that should really hit you. The problem isn't just out there with the world. Nope, it's inside your head. Your brain's reward system, your dopamine, it's getting hijacked. See, social media is designed like a slot machine. You don't know when the next like or comment is coming, so you just keep pulling the lever, refreshing the feed over and over. It's rewiring your brain to need more and more stimulation just to feel okay. But, and this is a big but, here's the good news. You're not broken. It's not too late. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how this works and give you a real, actionable plan to get your mind back, to reclaim your attention, and to stop just watching other people live their lives and actually start living your own. So how in the world did we even get here? Well, the first big idea is a total paradox. In trying to make our kids super safe, we might have accidentally made them super fragile. Haidt's whole point is that we got obsessed with physical safety. We basically bubble-wrapped childhood. Unsupervised play? Gone. Any chance of getting a scraped knee? Forget about it. And while we were so busy sanitizing the real world, we turned around and handed our kids these little devices with zero protection, giving them unfiltered access to a digital world full of psychological landmines they were completely unprepared for.
It's funny, this connects perfectly to what Jordan Peterson talks about. His rule isn't really about skateboarding. It's about letting kids face manageable danger. It's how they learn. It's how they figure out they're competent and build real confidence, not the fake kind you get from a like button. And this is what you get. This is the result. When you take away all physical risk, you don't create safety. You create fragility. You raise a generation that has never had to deal with chaos, so the second a real challenge comes along, they're just completely overwhelmed by anxiety.
Okay, on to the next major poison of this phone-based life, that constant soul-sucking comparison you do on social media. Let's be crystal clear. These platforms are not your friends. They are envy training machines designed from the ground up to make you feel like you're not enough. They do this by force-feeding you the highlight reels of everyone else's life. And it doesn't just create envy. It creates its ugly cousin, schadenfreude, that little bit of pleasure you get when you see someone else fail. It replaces your drive to do something real with just watching.
Robert Greene absolutely nailed it. Envy is a visual thing. It's all about looking. So by staring at a screen for hours every day, you are literally practicing being envious. You're training yourself to look at what they have instead of focusing on what you can build.
And all this leads to the third casualty of the phone-based mind, your ability to focus. Your ability to do deep, meaningful work? Yeah. It's been shattered into a million pieces. Let's borrow an idea from DeMarco. He talks about the slow lane versus the fast lane. Just look at this. The slow lane is scrolling. It's consuming. It feels like you're doing something, but you're not. The fast lane, where actual success and fulfillment happen, that's about creating, producing, and doing the boring hard work. So here's the key takeaway. When you're scrolling, you're not in the driver's seat. DeMarco calls this action faking. You're just a hitchhiker on an algorithm that was built for one thing and one thing only, to keep your eyeballs glued to the screen, not to make your life better. And look, I'm not just sitting up here on a high horse. I'm telling you this because I've been there. This is personal. The algorithm, it almost got me for good. I can picture it so clearly. A few years back, it was just me, alone in a dark room. My phone would ring, my mom, my friends, and I'd just look at it. I'd let it go to voicemail. Dealing with the real world just felt like way too much effort. And what was I doing instead? Just refreshing the feed over and over and over again, just looking for that next little dopamine hit, that next tiny distraction to prove that I existed. It was total zombie mode. And then it hit me. This was the big realization. I had outsourced my self-worth to a piece of code. I was begging for validation from strangers online instead of earning it through the messy, complicated, but totally real process of dealing with actual human beings.
Okay, so that's the diagnosis. I know it's a little bleak, but realizing you're in the matrix is the first step to unplugging. So now, let's get to the good part, the solution. I call it the touch grass protocol. It's a dead simple two-step plan to break free.
Here it is. It's not complicated. Number 1, create phone-free zones. Number 2, go looking for real-world friction. Let me explain what that actually means.
For step 1, just listen to Naval Ravikant. He says you need silence to build judgment. You cannot think clearly when your brain is being hit with a constant fire hose of notifications. So you have to create secret spaces. Your bedroom? Phone-free zone. The dinner table? Phone-free zone. That silence is where your own thoughts finally have a chance to show up. And for step 2, we go back to Robert Greene. You can't learn how to read people through emojis. It's impossible. You learn it by looking them in the eye, by reading the tiny little muscles around their mouth, by navigating an awkward silence. You need to actively seek out that friction. Go have that difficult conversation in person. It's the only way to build real-world confidence.
So it all comes down to this. It's a choice, and only you can make it. The phone offers you a comfortable seat on the sidelines of life. It's easy. But real life is messy. It's risky. It's where the magic happens. So what's it going to be? Are you going to stay a spectator, just scrolling through someone else's highlight reel? Or are you finally ready to put the phone down and start living your own?